Hey guys and fans of FFXIVbase.com and FFXIV Final Fantasy XIV, the upcoming MMORPG from Square Enix. Today we're going to talk about an article that was written on my website today, FFXIVbase.com, by one of my good friends, Neptune's Dragon, is what she's known by on the forums. Her name's Sarah. The forum is about the class Mystic, and in essence the other classes that have been unearthed by people who have looked into the code of the alpha software since it's been out. So basically what we have is here's some classes you might not have known of before right now. There's Fencer, Enforcer, Musketeer, Mystic, Arcanist, Woodworker, Goldsmith, Armor, Harvester, Fisher, Shepherd, and that's about it. All the other classes basically have a place so far in the light of the Final Fantasy world. And most of this information is still underground yet. There's no real confirmations except for what people say. So we're just going to have to take their word for it, because like I said, these are all people who have screenshots and videos of them playing the game. All real NDA breaky stuff that I don't want to get into, but okay, let's talk about the Mystic. Here's basically a rundown of the article. Hidden deep within Final Fantasy XIV's code, you will find MYS equals Mystic. Mystic? Yes, Mystic. You might remember these cool little guys from Tactics Oracles. Here's a rundown of the Mystic and what you might be able to enjoy someday in Final Fantasy XIV, but you can always enjoy during a retro gaming night. A warrior who used the Mystic arts to bend the forces of the cosmos to his or her will. The Mystic's repertoire of indirect magic, which includes spells that traditionally are classified under the black or white magic in the Final Fantasy series, adds an element of finesse to battle tactics. Here are some of the spells that we know Mystics have possessed in past Final Fantasy titles, including Mystic Quest and Tactics. There's Blind, which blinds an enemy, Spell Absorb, Life Drain, Praise Faith, Doubt Faith, Zombie, Silent Song, Blind Rage, Foxbird, Confusion, Dispel Magic, Paralyze, Sleep, and Petrify, and also there's Umbra. Most of these spells are pretty self-explanatory, so I won't get too much into that. But the interesting thing to talk about here is these classes and how they're going to be used, when they're going to come to light, and if we are at some point in the beta, it might be open beta, it might be further down the road, will we be able to play, or will we learn about these classes before the game's launch? Or was it intended to be a surprise for the Final Fantasy fans out there? I, for one, hope that if Square Enix doesn't want to give us news on these classes, that they at least shed some light on some of the other classes, or even throw up an article on the two remaining city-states that they haven't written about yet, because that's really old news and it's fading out of people's memories. I think it should be written. But I'm not going to argue about it, because we're getting some really good stuff from the people out there who are putting their necks on the line. I mean, it all comes to opinion whether you want to know this stuff or not, but these people are still doing something crazy. They're putting their neck on the line. They won't get to play Final Fantasy much longer when their videos come out, and they're still doing it for people like, I'm gonna say like me, who want to know and want to get the scoop. So that's pretty cool. That makes about 26, I believe, 26 or 27 classes that have been unearthed since the alpha for Final Fantasy XIV has started. But my question to you guys today is, what class do you want to know about next? I mean, leave a comment, leave a video response. What class that we haven't heard about or that's been listed today would you like to know about? What can we pull up for you? The one with the most comments and responses will get a write-up for FinalFantasyBase.com, and that's that. I mean, we'll do our best to please you and hopefully give some great speculation as to these new classes that are in the light. Some other news recently has been the Final Fantasy XIV test reports from people like 4Gamer and Famitsu, and they've just been doing a really good job at giving us the inside scoop of the information. You can view all of that on the homepage of ffxivbase.com, as well as other news, podcast videos, photo galleries. We've got a full wiki with almost 200 articles in it, even articles like hammer grip, which is an item. This is the ash item, and a smooth hammer grip made of ash sells for 389 gil at the Thunder Squall Thunder Sticks shop in Limes of Lumensa. So I mean, we have a full wiki already that's just waiting for you guys to visit it. So take a stop by, sign up, post on our forums, introduce yourself. Don't be afraid to say hello, and you know, let's start a community. Let's get this thing rolling. But until then, I'll try and keep you guys updated on the latest news via YouTube. You can also visit my Square Enix group, FFXIV Gamers. I'm on Twitter, FFXIVBase, and also on Facebook as the same. And this is my YouTube that you're already on, so that's great. And hopefully you've enjoyed, and I look forward to bringing you the news in the future. Thank you. This is Brandon, and that's the news.